there's no artist that I know in Nigeria that are international that have not done something for Nigeria.
See, Detty December goes. It's just December.
Let me give you.
By the middle of January, everybody goes back to their regular reality check-in.
Let me It's time for Nigerian artists to talk to the international body, like do something. Let's be Davido, Bodna, Olamide, all this. Put those names together. Now approach the government. Give us a stadium.
1 2 1 2 1 2. We back like we never left. I go by Big Vic, and we have none other than my main man, O2 Fresh. What's going on, my G?
A day, bro.
Collect.
I don't know. We will fix this thing every time we drag her like this.
What's going on, my G? Looking nice today, bro. What's popping?
Yeah,
yo.
I'm trying to. You already know.
Yo. My guy coming up with the senator. So now senator, and I've been out with him.
Yeah,
look good though.
You know, we gotta upgrade a little bit of mixing it with a mix of US and Nigeria. So officially, you know, I'm in a mix of the two worlds. So I'm trying to blend the steez of America and the Nigeria.
This steez tough, man. All right, man. Let's get back to it. What's going on? I'm well.
It's been a while though.
Yes, sir. So, this is December, Detty December.
Ooh.
You know, so that's what we're gonna start off with that. You know,
that's
right now
is this now. The steez of Nigeria.
The steez of Nigeria. Nice. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, let's get straight to it, my G. Sure. So Detty December, it's going on right now. It's hot, you know. There's a lot of shit going on between, you know, Ghanaian, everybody. Like, is it Ghana owned? Is it Nigeria owned? But I could tell you though,
I don't even think there's anything Ghana this year.
No, this year I think Nigeria took over, bro.
You know, there's nothing like Ghana at all.
This year, Nigeria took over Detty December.
Yep.
So looking at from previous years, right?
I mean. You know, we've been doing Detty December in Nigeria,
but it's not
internationally.
Even locally though. I feel like
locally in Africa.
Not last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like
this year. Oh, even and locally, I'll say.
Yeah, locally we always take that one over. That's what I keep saying. Like locally, I mean, like when it comes to Detty December in Africa, Nigeria will be picked first before every other. Like even though foreigners might come
to Ghana,
they'll come to Ghana. But when you take out like locally. You gotta go to Nigeria. All
right. So what's your take? Detty December is upon us. So what's your take on Detty December? Why is Nigeria at the epicenter right now with Detty December compared to Ghana and I won't talk South Africa, but I mean we don't have any.
Even South Africa, Tyler was in Nigeria to let you know they got to be in Nigeria.
So why do you think Nigeria took over this year?
I think first of all, shout out to every Nigerians.
Right.
We've been able to understand social media, how it works. That's a leverage. A lot of Nigerians have been on TikTok more than how it is than every other people in the world. And you know, let's say, imagine you have 1,000 skit maker on TikTok. And you give your song to them and they make content around it. That gives us a leverage, actually, for me, when I look at it in a very business part. So 1, 2, in terms of business-wise, Nigeria has been able to penetrate more because of the sound we're able to bring on board. Before, 2 years ago, it was more like Burna Boy. Just saying Burna Boy Whiskey, but now we have Burna Boy Whiskey, Olamide, Oskley, Omale.
Rema.
Like I mean, like they're all singing in other parts, not just America. So that brought us more audience. Imagine where Rema went to sing in Indian. It's not like we don't do it, but the publicity is now more. That's why I started with saying, imagine when you have 1,000 Nigerians doing TikTok that you give your songs to them to make. They'll create content. Everybody, we become where everybody wants to mimic Nigeria. So that makes every business have to go to Nigeria. Like, what is going on? We have to leverage these people.
Right.
So for anybody that said that in December that I'm seeing too much than we expected, is because every business know you have to go to Nigeria.
But why wasn't it like that? It wasn't like this last year though. It was more in Ghana than. It
wasn't like.
What was the switch?
It wasn't like this for me because of how Afrobeat grows. Let's call a spade a spade. We Afrobeat is able to bring all other genres in Africa together now. We've tested Amapiano, we've tested everybody's whatever sound they have. So now the world talk about them too. So because they talk about them, everybody have the leverage, but they know that to have the market, you need Nigeria.
All right, so let's look at it this way.
For me.
Okay. Yeah, I think you hit a spot, but I'll add to that. Our stars actually made it what it is.
No, I don't agree.
Okay.
You know, I said I would never agree to that.
I'll break it down.
No, before you want to break it down.
All right.
There's a clause we downplay a lot. Nigerians are all over the world.
We are.
If we don't buy you,
this is the thing,
you're not gonna sell.
But this is the thing. Compared to last year, we're still all over the world. I mean, it's just 365 days change.
But I can tell you what.
But
I can tell
what
you
made this year?
Years.
Right. What
I
made?
can tell you what we have 2-3 years. The Nigerian control over the world. UFC, Nigerian control over the world.
We are
boxing, Nigerian control over the world.
No, we do. We are everywhere, and we have more population now, so that will help us in regard to everything. I just feel like this year, what kind of like made Nigeria a little bit more talked about, right? I think our stars, like they really showed. They had we had a lot of great festivals, right? That they actually paid our stars to come perform. I'm talking about from Arya Star doing her thing, Rema supporting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about Davido. Of course, we know this is a regular. Those ones are normal, you know. Like, but you look at back to Ruga, look at all the, Whiskey them coming down.
Ashake.
Right. Ashake didn't do anything. We're gonna talk about that. They're not in this. It's not nowhere.
Detty December,
I'm talking about we're on Detty December right now.
I think so. Yeah, right. Sorry,
so I feel like those stars actually, because of the activities and the just being out there more compared to other years, kind of like brought that limelight.
Respectfully, I agree. I think I was taking my own points out of context. I got out of context of forgetting we're talking about it. But yeah,
right.
I think yes, all credit have to be given to them because their hard work pay off for Nigerians to be valued.
That's right.
So I think that's how I would say it. Their hard work, putting in the work.
It's like you say, it's like watching I'll just say watching wrestling or watching boxing, for example, right? You want to watch it because the stars makes the fight. You know what I'm saying? If that's how I just summarize it. Yeah. Detty December is like the stars makes the fight. So if the stars make the fight, you come in there to watch the stars. You're not coming there to see regular C-list or B-list. You're like, oh my God, there's a lot of things going. He's having a show over there. Gunner's coming down there. You know what I'm saying? Like the big stars. I'm not even talking about international stars, just our Nigeria stars. They make the fight. Like, it's because of them.
Like that. That's crazy.
It's because of them. People just really want to come down and say.
Time Nigeria will have that party. We don't even want to appreciate our local artists. Like we have to bring international artists. But now even international artists come to Nigeria, you have to level up with the ones back.
We're not even talking about our promoters and all the other clubs that has like.
The respect to Nigerians, though, we really grow. Like we grow. We grow right in front of the face of the world.
I mean, go
back to. Remember when this issue about Idris Abdulkarim? I'm trying not to bring it about him, but with the 50 cents where back then I remember like we look up to big artists. Like Idris was once saying like why would they be respecting internet? But now like I see the news where like Ghana is in Burna Boy's was like dang, like y'all have these guys. Man, but I'm proud of them though.
Like we've actually come a long way.
I have a question for you on that.
Yeah.
With all this Detty December that's going. With the way I saw something somebody put out, and for the context, I'm not going to mention the name, but the person was saying like Nigerian government need to do better, like good roads. They should put some artist name in the airport. Nigeria should celebrate them because they're bringing a lot of funds. Like how things is going, like we said.
Right.
So, in your own view, what is your take on that? What do you feel?
I feel like
do you agree with that statement?
I totally agree because you know why? We have to be honest with ourselves as Nigerians, right? Just let's call it a spade a spade. Like this is what it is. The number one thing that everybody talks about internationally around the world about Nigerians are our entertainment, right? True. It could be from the movies, of course. Number one is our songs, Afrobeats, right? Let's just call us. That's just what it is, right? Now, as a country, and nobody talks about you except your music, right? And a lot of people are coming down from different part of the world to come celebrate your artists or just to have fun because they heard it's like a lot of things going on. Once they step down in that airport, there's nothing wrong for a poster or like some kind of like, how you do this, like some kind of like a poster, something that has our artists, their face sculptured and everything in front of our airport. Put Bonner, Davido, Wizkid face, like welcoming everybody to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They've paved the way. They've done a lot of things that we shout out to the ones that I've done in the past that have actually put the groundwork, right? We're not gonna say, but however, let's right now, this is our reality. Our reality is like these boys are running this show. And because they're running this show, they bring in entertainers, they bring in all kinds of people, they bring in awareness to our country. So a little token for the government to do is just, poster them, make them our poster children. Basically, there's a lot of them. Just make them know that, listen, these are the ones that are running this country.
For you,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I have a question.
Nah, go ahead, shoot it, bro.
So my question is this, because when I saw it, I have a different opinion for that.
Okay.
My opinion is this. Now, half of these people are doing show in Nigeria right now. A couple of them are having show that people are buying to go and see them.
Right.
For example, Lamide have a show going on. I think he did his own
show. He did his own show, yeah.
And some other,
hotel, right.
Yeah, so there's some other people, one of them have done show. But I retweet and I quote this part, that specific video. I said, what is going to be bad for those artists by now? Over like, they've been in this game under like 5 years. What is going to be the clause where you can't talk to the record label that you keep renewing them? Build us something in Nigeria. Let it be for that Detty December.
Build what? The specific, right.
I'm gonna give you an example. Me and you have been in a place in Houston here where you can have access to studio.
Right.
Free, like you just gotta do some things. By now, with the money these people are making, you're going back to Nigeria for Detty December to take money from this same people. Now you have record label that I know they're making money out of us. What is it gonna be bad to have a deal with that kind of people? Like me and my guys who other Nigerian artists, so we want you guys to build something like this for us. Let's go and reveal it in Detty December. Let the government work with us to make sure they can give us a land. That's we working with the government now. So for me, if I'm to talk about Detty December, that people that are going to Nigeria, it's time for Nigerian artists to talk to the international body, like do something. Let's be Davido, Burna, Olamide, all this, put those names together. Now approach the government. Give us a stadium. Give us a place where we can build still. There are some talented people in Nigeria. They can have small access now. If they are law-abiding citizens, like we do here, like, you could access things. I don't think it's bad. So for me, that's all I say. Like, okay, everybody's showing off their car. Everybody's buying $1 billion car. It's your money. I'm not saying you should get your money. Yeah. But work with those record labels that we know in abroad. Like, let them do something.
Do you know?
Work with the government. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they haven't approached it. Because
that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
We're talking about Detty December.
We're talking about Detty December. We haven't right.
By stage.
Okay.
It's stage by stage. But that's my own view. Now, this is the thing. Burna has been the only person that I know have called out our government people. This is the thing. If that approach come out with the power they have.
Not only Burna though. David has done that too. Shout out to David.
David is out of context.
But he did.
The reason why I wouldn't agree with the David own, because David has shown us that he's a politician. Burna does not belong to any party.
Yeah, but so he's still called out.
No. My point.
Right.
I'm not saying, like I said, we're still going to go to that stage in December because me, I have my experience on into Nigeria when it comes to business.
Okay.
That I realized that Davido was right. You have to experience it before you can understand. But that doesn't mean everybody's right in their own way. But I don't want to go into in-depth in that. So in my own view of what we're talking about, if they approach it, the government cannot downplay because these people have power. If Whiskey tweets last one and say, you understand what I'm saying? Right. Nobody can box them. That's what I'm saying. Like, give that back to the entire country. Instead of y'all just coming home, buying things in front of everybody. Like, you're motivating them truthfully, but then what are you giving back? None of them.
That's the thing. But that's the thing, right? Okay.
Yes. That's my own. That's what I want to ask you.
Okay. There's a lot of things that this artists do behind closed doors because that are helping a lot. Okay. So we're not gonna say come here and then sit and then talk about this. People like they're not doing anything.
No, at all.
Right?
Yes.
Because they're not putting it they're not making it a poster. Oh my God, I did this. And Detty December, I came, I gave 10,000, I fed 10,000 homeless people. But because they're not doing it, doesn't mean because they're not showing it, they're not doing it, right?
Let me pause you.
Right.
Let me pause you on that. I will rephrase that statement in a very small place.
Okay.
There's no artist that I know in Nigeria that are international that have not done something for Nigeria.
Okay.
That would be a wrong statement to say.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm saying.
So
as of now, Fela was able to give us Nigeria Shrine. Just follow my story. Till date, everybody go to Shrine because Fela built the shrine. Where Davido everybody is now, there should be something that signified. Do you think they will be there for life? They can't be on this pedestal they are. So I'm saying, like, with the power they have
right now,
me and you are here in America. Right. No, Nigerians might not understand what I'm saying. Like, I think they have that leverage
to come up with something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they are not doing anything.
I want this. Yeah,
Davido, they've done it in their own country, in their state. I think he has a studio where it's that beautiful.
Right.
But that's the state. I'm saying like everybody's coming to Lagos every time. Help
Right.
people hustle in Lagos now. There should be a studio they can build. For artists that are struggling that they can't afford to, artists must not go to record label to reap them. Build those things that give them the leverage to help those people that don't have to sign under people that take advantage. That's what I'm saying. For me, my own critical way of Detty December. But the next thing I want to talk, Detty December, they show me Pepper. I want to add to Davido's conversation when I saw that video. A lot of Nigerian bashing for that. So I'm going to try to reconstruct it in my own way.
What video? For our fans that actually...
I wish I have the video.
Right.
The video where the video was saying like, go where? America and Nigeria go where?
Okay, perfect.
To go and do what? Like, yes. I reviewed that. I was like, people should not blame, but I went to Nigeria for 3 days. And I'm telling you, half of the people that I try to talk to do business are not having... So I'm going to put it like this. 90% of everybody that I talk to is all about now. It's not about 5 years.
You say they don't have like a foresight for the future. Is that what you're saying?
They will talk about it, but their moves is you realize that we're not gonna like even get to. We're not gonna, but they won't think you know. You get what I'm saying? Like people don't even think like you can see their moves. So for an international body coming to Nigeria, once they see your hand like that, they will just go back. Because I'm in Nigeria,
right? I
can relate. Like, but why now?
Okay, but that's your experience, right?
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
And it depends on who you're talking to.
This is an industry that is not about who I talk to. I'm talking about industry. I'm talking about me going to Nigeria, talk about some things I would like to do in the music industry. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
I'm not talking about personal business. I'm talking about going into Nigeria to talk about people that has to do with like, okay, you know what, that's some ideas I feel like, and everybody I'm talking to is about, everything is like, it's dead right there.
I feel like it was dead on arrival before you even.
But they wouldn't even know like you. And I said that's why I see like all these people, all these international people. Sometimes they don't have to tell you. America won't tell you like you're moving this way. They know you're not professional. So in most experience, I was just in my like I see my own experience when I see what the video is saying. If you're an American and you want to go back to Nigeria to really want to go down, even half of the people I talked to was telling me don't bother to come out. Imagine when they're telling you I don't come back to come and stay here. You understand what I'm saying? But my point is the only thing I just want to say about this is we should just believe that it's possible to plan for 5 years and it will work. Like every Nigerian should not believe everything has to be 1 year.
My opinion though, I know what you're saying, but the society that we can
change.
Yeah, we can
it's
change.
It's on that but I'm saying,
right.
Okay, imagine I'm about to give you one secret that they are doing in Lagos now. If you want to rent, I heard if you want to rent an Airbnb in Lagos now, this is the best time to make your money. After that December,
it's going to
make no money.
Right.
So imagine how they only structure for that December when you could stretch it. I was telling people like, do you know if in Lagos people plan it well? People will be coming from January to December to Lagos and they will never stop. It won't have to be only 30 December because everybody wants to squeeze that
December, but because that's where there's a fun, you know. So what?
People that now live in Lagos are not enjoying Lagos. That's another thing, though. People that live in Lagos are complaining to me like, "You people have to take over everything. There's nothing you can do. Everything is expensive. Everything is like triple price." I'm like,
but it's been like that.
Oh no!
Detty December just made it. See, Detty December goes. It's just December.
Let me give you.
By the middle of January, everybody goes back to their regular reality check-in.
Okay,
you understand? Reality check-in by the middle of January.
Let me
they're back to normal.
But let me give you a tip. Imagine, I'm just gonna use it in dollars. Imagine an Airbnb room where you can rent in when there's no Detty December, you can rent for like, I'm just saying $100, and Detty December they put it to $500. And you that you're living in that same area, you want to enjoy that. Sure, you go and bother.
You won't bother because it's not for you.
It's supposed to be.
You go do the way
anyway,
pass you now.
That's the other side of Detty December that people
get to know. But guess what? It happens everywhere in the world.
True.
You get what I'm saying? We're not gonna just say only because of saying a Nigeria. Like it happens everywhere in the world. Let me take for example, right? There's a festival in California, right? That happens every year. Let me say Rolling Loud in Miami, or Rolling Loud it's the same thing in the summertime. So those places where you did their Airbnb is choked. You get what I'm saying? They'll enjoy it for those 3 months, and after 3-4 months, you go back to normal. So it's the same thing. Why do we Nigerians have to try to, like everything we do, there's some kind of like, oh, why can't we do this? No, let's just enjoy what we got. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It works for us. Time will tell. You get what I'm saying? Let's just enjoy our Detty December. Let's run with it. Let's have fun. And by middle January, we get back to our reality. I could name a lot of carnivores. I could go back to Amsterdam. There's a lot of carnivores that do overseas in Europe. American do their own. They do their own thing at a certain time, and the Airbnb around there is crazy. Go ridiculous.
Nigeria have a new airport, so I like the airport.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now, stop. Don't play. Shout out.
The airport is becoming better than how I left it.
Okay, that's good.
It's becoming more.
So we the gradual process, step by step, But shout out to Nigerian, shout out to Detty December, and shout out to you.
I'm glad to be in Nigeria too.
Oh yeah.
There's this thing about just being Nigerian Detty December that you just, I don't know, especially when you're in Lagos. There's this, I don't know what that city does, man. It gives you some kind of validation about life that you're living that life when you're in Lagos. Everybody's moving with different cars.
Yeah, Detty December is crazy, bro. But without further ado, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add on, my brother?
The only thing I want to say is, for anybody that couldn't afford to do Detty December, if you're watching this in between Detty or after Detty December, don't be too dirty on yourself. Because at the end of the one thing I can tell myself is, a lot of people are struggling. Lagos when I was in Lagos, and a lot of people are pretending not to struggle, and at the end of the day, half of the people are only living off of another person. And the truth is, if we can be ourselves, I think it will help a lot. I think that's one thing I think Lagos is lacking. But except from that, please follow us. The new name you got to check is no more CTD Among Blacks, it's CTDA Media. So on our website is www.ctdamongbblacks. We're about to change it, but on all our social media, it's now CTDA Media. So you can follow us, share, and definitely if you like what we talk about, stick around. You're going to be seeing big.
Until next time, we say love, peace as we continue to connect the dot. We out.